After 100 fantasy drafts, here are my 5 most drafted running backs, starting with Tyjae Spears at 5. This is a running back that, yes, is very boring, going as an RB4, but realistically, I think he has a role from Pollard this year. If you're looking at the juke rate, you have back-to-back seasons with Spears over 20%, where Pollard posted the worst efficiency marks of his entire NFL career last year in Tennessee. You have Tony Pollard another year older. This offense should be greatly improved. And if we go back to what Tyjae Spears did against Derrick Henry as a rookie, you were looking at Spears with 53% of the offensive snaps. So if Pollard were to go down, I think Spears could win leagues. The fourth guy is going to be Breece Hall. With Breece, stupid simple. The man, 3 straight seasons, has had at least 30 receiving yards. The worst mark of his NFL career from a points per game perspective has been 15. He is currently going in the 4th round of underdog drafts. While yes, Justin Fields may not be a great NFL quarterback, he actually does have a surprisingly high checkdown rate compared to other rushing QBs. And at the same time, while you're looking at Braylon Allen as potentially a split, I'm not expecting Breece to play anything fewer than 70% of the snaps. If we're going over and looking at our 3rd most drafted running back, I was surprised with Chuba Hubbard. Hubbard last year was the RB13 in points per game basis, but he actually had about 5 games with over 20 fantasy points. You look at the final 2 months of the season, pretty much every single week he was out there with at least 80% of the snaps. And if we're looking at this Carolina Panthers offense going into this next year, expectations are that Bryce Young continues to improve, especially with Ted McMillan coming in to open up the overall offense. My 2nd most drafted running back so far has actually been McCaffrey. In my opinion, I think you can make an argument for McCaffrey having the highest ceiling in fantasy football. If we go back and look at McCaffrey's top years in fantasy and cross-reference them with somebody like Derrick Henry last year, McCaffrey's best years in fantasy, he's averaging 9 points per game more than what Derrick Henry gives you in a full PPR format. Yes, you have downside risk. For that reason, I would not take him inside the top 6 picks, would not draft him before somebody like Jahmyr Gibbs, but with him going at the 1-2 turn, it's a very easy path to upside, even if you do have some risk. Now, my most drafted running back, surprisingly, has been Trey Benson. James Conner has stayed healthy 1 season in his NFL career and is now 30. I think Benson has a larger role this year, and if Conner goes down, Benson should win leagues.